Extreme 3D Skittles Pouring Over the Nail Acrylic Nail Art Tutorial by Hotpinkzebrapolish.
Hi everybody! In today's video I have a pouring design that is not a chip or snack food, kind of. It's a candy though. It is Skittles that are pouring over the nail, and it's got this amazing holographic background, and then I use these little circle sequins glitter things that I don't even know where I have, but they've just been in my stuff for a long time and I've never used them because I never had an opportunity that I thought was right until today. And it's perfect because they're these little circles of the whole rainbow and they just pour out of the Skittles bag and it looks fantastic. So I hope you guys like it as much as I do, and don't forget to click subscribe to see all my future videos as well.
So I'm going to begin with just an overlay of clear acrylic, and I don't know if you guys caught this, but in the intro I said that this was a candy design, and as soon as the camera was turned off, Melody just starts looking around and she looks up at me and she goes, "Where's the candy at?" I said, "Oh honey, we don't actually have any candy." And she just looked at me like she had this little glint in her eye, like she thought I was lying, and she's looking at me like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna find it." It was just funny because she's never even had Skittles, so I don't know where she got this big idea, but she was on a hunt for the Skittles that didn't exist. But after the nail's all finished, I'm going to apply one coat of black gel polish so it's really opaque, and then a second coat of a one-step black gel polish, and this is Perfect Black, and black is the one from Madame Glam. Cure those 30 seconds apiece, and then burnish in some really nice holographic chrome powder into the surface of the nail, just because that kind of plays into the whole rainbowness of the Skittles. Then apply some gel sealer, and then I'm going to drill a hole right through the middle of the nail for where the wire is going to be later on. So now on a silicone mat with some gel polish, I'm going to be painting my Skittles bag. So if you haven't watched any of my bag painting videos or my candy food pouring snack food, candy, bag pouring, wow, I can't talk, designs like this one, I have two others. I have a Flaming Hot Cheetos and a Doritos in the past that I've done. The reason I've got these split screen going on is because the horrible reflection on the one side does not show you very well what I'm painting as I'm doing it. So I've got the other side as well, just so that you can visually see what I'm doing. So I've got this red square, and then I'm going to paint my rainbow. And the funny thing about the Skittles rainbow is it isn't very symmetrical. As you can see, the loop is not in the middle, and it kind of looks like the rainbow. You can see it from one side, and then it kind of swoops down and then comes back up like it's an upside down rainbow. And in the middle, it's really flat. So it's kind of a different perspective. So definitely look at a Skittles bag, either a picture of one on the internet or have one in person, just so you can kind of get that angle correct. So I've got my whole rainbow from red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo. And then after that, I'm going to clean up the lines with a bit more of the red gel polish I used in the beginning. And then with some white gel paint, I'm going to be painting the word Skittles across the middle of the rainbow. And every time I do these bags, I usually make a few executive decisions as to what to change to make them easier on such a small format. And for the Skittles bag, there's just some nutritional information on the bottom of the package, and then above it, it says original, because there's like the berry blast ones and the sour ones and just different kinds of Skittles. And since this was the original bag, typically there'd be the word original written above it. So the reason I'm mentioning this is that if you're looking at this bag and you're thinking to yourself, "Whew, there's just too much detail," and you can bring it back a little, you can rein it in, because I did, and you don't have to worry about it. It doesn't have to be exactly the way I did the bag. Or if you are like a detail superhero, you can go ahead and add all the rest of the details in too. It's completely up to you. So I'm just going to work on these with gel paint. And just like I said, if you haven't watched my other videos before, I want to make sure that all of the details that are necessary to recreate this are available. You need to use a gel product, so gel paint or gel polish. You don't want to use any other kind of paint for this type of design, even regular polish. I know that a lot of times regular polish can sometimes be used as an alternative to gel, but it's not going to be as durable as far as longevity. You might be able to get this design done with regular polish, actually legitimately, and fold it and do the whole thing. I would regular polish gets more and more dry and brittle the longer it's, curing in the air. And so this design would probably start to get brittle and break and just get kind of flaky. after not very long because it's just out in the air completely. So it's just something to think about, that there's no support for this and it's just whatever product is on the loose. The other thing to keep in mind is that whatever gel polish you are using, you want it to be a brand that's nice and flexible. So there's certain ones I know that are just really firm when they cure. They're a little bit almost more like a candy coating. They just crack some if there's any needed flexibility, and so you don't want to use a brand like that. But Madam Glam and Shellac are the ones that are my personal knowledge of the ones that are the more flexible, so those are options. So I'm going to go through, and after I have the Skittles painted, I'm going to fill in the background with a whole array of little circles for my Skittles. I did not actually write the little S on each one, which is something that you would find on an actual Skittles bag, so that's up to you if you want to go through and add those little S's on them. I did add a shadow and a highlight on each of the Skittles to make them a bit three-dimensional looking, but other than that, I decided my details were good as is. And so then after all that's done, you're going to need to apply a layer of gel top coat. Again, one that's nice and flexible like Madam Glam. And after that's on there, you can cure that, peel off your little bag, and then you can trim the edges. So I'm just going to take a scissors and trim the bag into the right shape, and also make sure the lines are nice and straight, and then fold the bag in half and glue the long edge and one of the short edges shut. So you do want to leave one edge open so that the bag can pour. If it's completely sealed up, then it can't pour anything out, and that kind of eliminates the use of those cute little flake circle sequins things that I want to use. So fill in that other end with some nail glue and hold it shut. And now I'm going to take a piece of wire and I'm going to glue it into the nail, and it's got a nice little curve on it, but I'm going to glue that into the nail, into that hole that's in the nail, and then glue the other end into my Skittles bag, just like so. And I kind of wish I left the opposite end of my Skittles bag open so that it wasn't upside down, you know, hindsight 2020. But then I'm going to apply some jewelry gel over the wire, and then in kind of a splatter pattern over the nail. And this jewelry gel is meant for holding things like embellishments and rhinestones in place on a nail enhancement, but it also works really well for placing little things like this. So then I've got those little round glitters that I mentioned, and I'm going to be placing them inside that jewelry gel everywhere that it just, you know, seems to hold it. It'll get to the point where you can't press any more into it because it's full, but until that point, I'm going to keep adding more and more. And I used every color because they're all separated in a little container I have of the different colors that are in a Skittles bag, so that it would be red, orange, yellow, green, and purple. And so I'm going to add all of those colors going down the line and really filling it in. And you're also going to want to fill in the little edge of the Skittles where it goes into the bag, so that if you kind of look into the bag, it looks like there's more that would be pouring out. And after you have all of those in place, you can go ahead and do a cure. And here's the final design. I absolutely love this. Even though Melody's never had Skittles, I certainly have, and I do enjoy them. I cannot lie. I hope you guys like this design as much as we do. And if you decide to make a recreation, please tag me on Instagram or Facebook. I would love to see them. And here is a Melody Minutes.
Okay. Now look at this. What do you think it is? What? Watch. Watch.
A separate special spot for you.
Just for you. What do you think?
Little potty hole.
Do you want to try this one out?
Yep.
Okay.
Where are we putting it? Down here?
Yeah, I think so. That's pretty cool. Is this a good potty party?
Yep.
You want to see it? Want to touch it? Nice, huh?
That's the last time you want to kiss
Yep. Good job. I'm glad you like it.
it. See it?
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like this design. Melody absolutely loved her new toilet seat. She's so funny. And I will see you next time. Bye.